60% of AI projects will be abandoned by 2026 because the data isn't ready. 76% of organizations admit less than half of their CRM data is accurate. The foundation is not looking great. And every revenue leader I hear or I talk to is still racing to deploy AI on top of it this year. They are skipping the base, trying to add the next floor before the foundation can hold it. By the end of this video, you will see why that fails and what to do first. So why does this matter for AI agents specifically? Because the boring tools you've been using for the last decade, specifically your CRM, encode the things AI agents need to operate. State, ownership, history, permissions, handoff semantics. CRMs aren't just deal trackers. They are the base that decides whether an AI agent can do anything useful at all. And this isn't theory anymore. A few weeks ago, Salesforce announced Headless 360. Every capability in their platform is now exposed to API, MCP, or CLI. Agents can orchestrate your apps, your workflows, your business logic, and inherit all of it without rebuilding anything. So the biggest CRM on the planet basically turned itself into an agent infrastructure. And this isn't just an isolated case. Atlassian made the same move with Anthropic, with their remote MCP server that lets Claude handle Jira, Confluence, etc. So the pattern is settled. The enterprise tools that your teams already run are the substrate of AI agents. And at least half of companies have admitted that this substrate is not ready. So here are the 3 layers to talk about before even thinking about AI in your organization: hygiene, governance, quality. So let's start with data hygiene, the base, a clean structure. I'm going to break it down into 5 items to fix in your CRM as soon as possible. None of it will completely block any AI initiative. AI agents are smart enough to flag some of those mistakes and even maybe fix some of them, but every time this will cost you tokens, accuracy, and confidence in the output. So better fix them before deploying AI agents so they can run faster, cheaper, and better. So number 1, duplicates. This one is a classic, different reps creating contacts or companies in your CRM without respecting any rules or talking to each other, and you have duplicates. Same with the marketing team that imports a CSV that will create automatically the different contacts and probably won't associate any of those contacts with existing ones in your CRM. With this type of noise, your agents will either pick one of the duplicates or ask you for more clarity. Number 2 is ambiguous stages. If you have a stage that's, say, engaged, you can be sure that everyone, according to their role and own perspective, will understand this differently. So if your team can't define what it means, your agents won't be able to do it either. Or again, they will have to guess themselves. 3, missing owners. Classic, a record that's owned by nobody or someone who is not in the team anymore. That might sound familiar, but that's definitely not helping your agents. 4, inconsistent login. Sometimes it's a custom field, sometimes it's a stage, sometimes it's a free note in the CRM. If there are no rules and everybody in the team freestyles with it, good luck for your agents to consolidate all of this. And 5, no history. If this isn't set up the right way, you might see a contact or an account in a certain stage today, but you don't really know what was the situation yesterday and what is exactly the logic that got them from A to B. So that sounds obvious, but believe me, that's often ignored in organizations. But fixing those 5 items will definitely create a cleaner base for your agents to deploy. Now, data hygiene is just step 1. It's the base, it's the foundation. Now you need to give it a meaning. That's the data governance, the shared meaning. Data governance has been the answer in the data world for the last 30 years. It was never sexy, but always right. And it's exactly what AI agents need today. So if you've never heard about data governance, here is a quick definition. Data governance defines how data should be collected, documented, accessed, protected, and used across your company from creation to deletion. It treats data as a strategic asset. It establishes who is responsible for what. The output is data that's consistent, reliable, and aligned with both legal and business requirements like GDPR. So now here is how to see data governance inside a GTM team. What does qualified means in your company? Sales will say something, marketing will say something different, customer success probably say a third version. Nobody wrote it down, nobody agreed. So once more, your AI agents will guess or rely on one of those rules, and our actions will be irrelevant for at least 2 out of those 3 teams. So of course you can multiply the AI agents, but by doing that, you will increase the silos. Data governance needs 3 things: definitions, written down and owned by humans, ownership that covers the entire entire life cycle of a record, from how it gets created to how it gets deleted or archived, and rules that aligns with legal and business requirements like GDPR, audit trails, and retention policy. Without data governance, you're not creating one source of truth, but multiple versions that will be hard to reconcile. And again, with data governance, deploying AI agents will be more efficient and cheaper. Finally, after that, we can talk about data quality, keeping all of this true over time. Once you've fixed your data hygiene and your data governance, you have a new problem, keeping it accurate as things change and evolve. People leave, company change, deals stall. And none of that updates your CRM unless someone or something does it. And this layer shouldn't be ignored because if you have a great system, you want to keep it over time. Two things matter here. Freshness, that's all the activities that happen to an account or contact that must be reflected into your CRM. If someone changed jobs, get promoted, if someone in your team talks to this prospect or this account at an event, etc., etc. If you don't keep your data fresh, you will end up emailing the wrong person, talking about the wrong things, trying to sell them new features they already have, whatever it can be. Freshness is fixed by automated monitoring. You have rules, triggers, and automations that will update each data points in the right way at the right time. These automations don't have to be smart, advanced AI agents, but they are working for the agents, for the CRM, and for you, the final user. The second thing is continuity. And this is the hardest one. Let's take an example. One of your reps signed a big account last quarter, but they weren't the best at saving information in the CRM. Today they left, and you try to reactivate this account with almost no context. In that scenario, even your AI agent can't help you. Continuity means that the system holds the context, not the person. Calls get transcribed and saved in the CRM. Emails, LinkedIn messages, even physical events get captured. Continuity comes with hygiene, data governance, and then with the right tools and rules applied to the team. Only then your AI agents will be able to perform and make wonders in your CRM. And we see this every week at TC9 inside our own walls and across the GTM teams we work with. A fast example, our lead qualification workflow works because we sat down and agreed on what qualified means for us inside this business. We have a clear definition, it's owned by a human, and we have a bunch of rules to keep it that way. And here, data hygiene, data governance, and data quality are not visible in an N8N workflow, but they are crucial to make this workflow relevant. Without those layers and rules in place, we'd spend our time to debug agents and workflows instead of using them and having them working for us. The teams winning in 2026 and after using AI start with this and do AI after. And the effects will compound over time. So that's the lesson here. And I know it's not the sexiest, but now is the best time to fix your CRM. And of course, you can use AI tools to help you doing that. But these are two steps. First, the data, then deploying AI using the data. Layer 1 is data hygiene, making sure that the base is clean. Layer 2 is data governance, making sure that everybody in the organization agrees on what this data means. And layer 3 is data quality. How do you make sure to keep all of this clean and usable over time? If any of those three layers sounds weird or fuzzy for you, stop listening to AI FOMO and focus on that. If you want more videos about AI applied to GTM, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see what we are building at TC9, have a look at our website tc9.ai or directly ask your question in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.